So far we learned about list, tuple, string, set, and now let's learn about dictionary. Okay, so that is our next data structure to learn. First thing is, let's see what are the properties of dictionary. So each element is key and value pair. Inside the dictionary, each element is key value pair, and the dictionary is unordered and keys are unique. Okay, all the key elements are unique inside the dictionary, and keys should be anything immutable. Right, now we will see all these properties. First thing is, let's see how to create a dictionary. For example, this is the dictionary, right? So if you run this, so now you will see each element is key value pair. So name is the key, and Bob comma John, these are the values. Age 30, that is key value. Height 5 comma 5.7, so key and value. Weight 150, that is, this is the key and this is the value, right? So this is how we will create a dictionary. Okay, so name, we are giving a list of elements. These are the values to the name key, and age 30, right? And height 5 comma 5.7, weight 150, right? So this is how you can create a dictionary. Now let's say if you want to see the data type of this dictionary variable, you can use the type function. So now you can see it is of type dict, right? Which is nothing but the dictionary. Now, instead of this way, you can also create another way. Let's create another dictionary. My dictionary 2 is equal to 123 colon high, right? So that means we are assigning set and string, right? So this is the key and this is the value. So let's run this code. So now you can see this is the key inside the dictionary and this is the value. One is the set, other is the string, right? Now let's create another dictionary by using dict constructor, right? So here we are passing list of sets, right? So name Sam, right? So key value and age 25, key value, right? So either you can create this way or you can also use the dict constructor and pass the values, right? So this is another way of creating a dictionary. Okay. Now let's see how to do the selection or indexing, right? So that is our next topic. So let's say if you want to retrieve name values, then you can pass my dictionary one. So that is our dictionary, and we are passing the key value, which is nothing but name, and that should give us Bob comma John, right? So now let's select this cell and run this code. So now you can see it is returning values for the key name, right, from this dictionary. Okay, so this is how you can select the elements of a dictionary. Now let's see if you want to get all the keys of this dictionary, that is name, age, height, and weight, right? If you want to get all the key values from a dictionary, then you can use this keys function. Now you can see name, age, height, weight, right? So these are all the key names. And similarly, if you want to get all the values, right? That is Bob John 35 5.7 150, right? So we have a function called values which will give all the values of that dictionary, right? And now let's say if you want to get all the items of the dictionary, then you can use this items function, so which is giving everything, right? Name and what are the values, age and what is the value, height and what is the value, weight and what is the value, right? So if you want to see all the attributes or functions available inside a dictionary, then we can use the dir function, and this will return all the attributes and functions that are available inside this dictionary. Now let's see what we have inside the dictionary, my dictionary 1. Now let's say if you want to read the value of this age, so you can pass this key and get the value by using get function. Okay, so you can pass the key to the get function, so you will get the value, right? And now let's say if you want to delete an element from a dictionary, so let's say if you want to delete this age, right? So you can use this del keyword and this is the dictionary name, and we are passing the key, right? So we want to delete this. So let me run this code. So now let's see what we have inside this dictionary. So now you can see we are able to delete age, right? So here we have age, and in this dictionary we do not have age, right? So you can delete an element of a dictionary by using this del keyword, right? And now let's see if you want to sort these keys. We have a function called sorted and pass this dictionary dot keys. So that will sort the keys, right? And let's say if you want to see an element is present inside a dictionary. For example, let's say if name is present inside this dictionary, then we can use in keyword, right? So we are checking if this name is present inside this dictionary, right? So this is returning true. So that means this key is present inside this dictionary, right? And similarly, we have many other attributes or functions are available inside this dictionary, right? And if you want to deep dive more, you can go to this official documentation of this dictionaries from python.org, and you can explore more depending on your requirement. So let's quickly review what we learned here. So what are the dictionary properties? Each element is represented as key value pair inside this dictionary, and the elements are unordered, and all the key values are unique, right? And keys are immutable. And how do we create a dictionary? So this is how you can create a dictionary as name value pair, right? And you can also create a dictionary by using this dict constructor and pass the values. So that will give name value pair, right? So next thing is we saw how to select the elements of a dictionary. You can pass the key as the index and that will give you the values. And the next thing is we saw how to get all the keys of a dictionary by using keys function, how to get all the values of a dictionary by using values function, and then how to get all the items of a dictionary by using items function, right? And then next we saw by using dir function we can understand all the attributes or functions of a dictionary. And next thing is we passed the key to the get function to get the value, right? And if you want to delete an element from a dictionary, you can use del keyword. And then if you want to sort the keys, we have a function called sorted, right? And let's say if you want to know if this key is present inside this dictionary, you can use in keyword, right? And you can explore more depending on your requirement by going to the official documentation, right? So that's all about dictionary. All right. Thank you.